Rachel, thanks. Time now for a check of the forecast. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now with some rain in our forecast.
We've got rain tonight, and then we'll be on the weather watch for Tropical Storm Henri. And we just got a new update in from the National Hurricane Center a moment ago, so I wanted to take a look at it with you. The winds right now of Henri just short of hurricane status, 70 miles per hour. Storm moving to the west at 9 miles per hour. And the storm is expected to kind of make this hook, eventually turning north, coming up the east coast, and now Connecticut is within what's called the cone of uncertainty. Basically, anywhere within the cone, it is possible that the center of storm ends up traveling. So now the National Hurricane Center is kind of following some of the evidence that's been coming out on the computer model saying that this storm could have more of a direct impact in New England. It could also go on the right side of this storm track and stay way out to sea. So I don't think it's time to hit the panic button, but I do think it's worth keeping an eye on very closely as we head through the next several days. Never say never, even though it is a weird storm track for a storm to take. Wanted to show you two of our different computer models that we trust greatly. The European computer model is the blue circle that you see here. Whenever you have concentric circles like this that are really tightly packed, that's indicative of a stronger storm. So this is the American model with a very strong storm come Saturday afternoon. And the Euro has this little piddly thing that just goes way out to sea and has basically zero impact on our weather here at home, while the GFS is bringing this storm right up the coast and towards New England. So again, we're still seeing a big range in outcomes here, which is why we're saying, don't hit the alarm button just yet, but keep an eye on things here moving forward. Taking a look at what's going on here closer to home, we have a lot of clouds, some breaks occasionally, and it is very humid out there, but we're watching these areas of locally heavier downpours to the west as whatever is left over of Fred gets closer to Connecticut. Low temperatures tonight in the low to mid 70s, and we're watching for the chance for some locally heavier downpours and even some thunder after 2-3 o'clock in the morning and continuing into part of the morning drive. Now, some of our newest guidance is saying take all this heavy rain and shift it a little bit farther north. I don't know if I'm ready to buy that just yet. We'll consider it a bonus if that doesn't end up happening, but for now I would say at least plan on some pockets of heavier rainfall for the morning drive tomorrow. This is 9 a.m. and by the time we head towards lunchtime, I think the worst is over with, but we'll still see a few lingering showers and locally heavier downpours through the afternoon. There's also a chance for an isolated thunderstorm in the afternoon, and while it is a very low risk for severe weather, the Storm Prediction Center is saying even though it's a really low chance, we can't entirely rule out an isolated tornado. Yeah, could there possibly be any more going on here in New England right now? Heading into your Friday, we do get a break in the action, so there's that. We'll see mostly cloudy skies, some breaks, basically a repeat of today, but maybe a little bit warmer and a little bit brighter. Heading into this weekend, I think we're dry in the morning on Saturday, but in the afternoon there is a chance for a scattered shower or thunderstorm. Overall, it's a warm day and most of the time is dry. Sunday certainly more uncertain, especially if we have to deal with kind of the indirect or direct impacts from Tropical Storm Henri. If that were to happen, it might be at some point later Sunday into Monday. So that's still really up in the air at this point. Following that, temperatures in the mid 80s as we head towards this time next week and at the Connecticut shoreline, low 80s Saturday, upper 70s on Sunday. And we're also getting new information on Tropical Storm Grace into the Weather Center, actually a Hurricane Grace now. So we have a lot to talk about coming up at 5 as well, guys.